Hey guys, so today is another Procreate tutorial, and today we're going to be creating this wallpaper, and the size of the canvas is going to be the regular screen size. The app I'm going to be using is called Procreate. I use it in every single one of my digital art videos. It is $10 on the App Store, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go over the colors and the brushes I'm going to be using. So the color palettes that I use are the regular ones that come with Procreate, and I do have a few of them that I got off the internet. And the brushes I'm going to be using today is the 6B pencil and the Studio pen. Both of these brushes come with Procreate itself, and the Studio pen is a pressure sensitive brush, so it's better for thick and thin lines, and the 6B pencil I'm just going to be using for sketches. I put these brushes in a category which is called frequently used, and from here on you can basically just start sketching out the design you're going to be doing. So I got mine off of Pinterest, so if you want to check that out, I can leave the pin down below and like the board down below. It's just a bunch of flowers, so I'm not actually doing the actual drawing right now. I'm just planning out what I'm going to put, the position of things, and I'll just make it up as I go. So once you have your basic sketch laid out, you're just going to duplicate that layer and then just like move it over. And you can just leave it like this and just fill the whole canvas, but I don't like that repetitive type of style, so I'm actually going to select each flower or leaf and I'm just going to move them over wherever I want. And instead of making them all face the same direction, I can flip it horizontally, flip it vertically, and just change the rotation so they all fit together. Okay, so here is the final sketch laid out and done. I think the position of everything looks normal and fine, so now I'm going to start with the coloring. Oh, and also I did the whole sketch on the same layer, so if I just want to like add something else, then I can just duplicate it and then just combine the layers after. So we're finally on to the coloring part. And I'm setting the background color to a nice pinkish type of color, and I'm not using it on the background layer. I'm just making a whole new layer and coloring that, if that makes sense. I also ended up adding a lot more colors to my palette just so it was easier to not like make colors as I go. So, yes, I'm finally coloring on this. I ended up doing the flowers last. This was just like a practice round, I guess. I was originally thinking of doing like a dark outline around everything, but I didn't like that idea, so I ended up changing everything a lot. And also, not all wallpapers are like a pattern type of design and they're not flowers. I'm just showing you my process. Hopefully it can help you if you're trying to make a wallpaper. So I have two different colors for every single color: green, pink, and blue. I have a darker one and I have a lighter color, and I just did this because I wanted some details to be standing out a little more, like the inside of a flower. Those were going to stand out a lot more. Also, these smaller items like the leaves and these like smaller flowers, I just duplicated the layer because I didn't want to redraw everything every single time, so I duplicated them and then just changed the size and rotation. Okay, the thing I actually like about this is the color scheme because, I mean, I did get it off of Pinterest, but I really like how all the colors match together, especially the background. I don't know why. I also liked the variation of the flowers and leaves. This just looks very different. Like, I don't do floral that often, so yeah. Hello. Okay, so I'm just going to fast forward this because I was just duplicating the layers and just putting them where they belong. And also I'm going to name this layer. Okay, so I am finally nearing the end. I'm just going to group all these layers, and if you don't want to group it, then you can just merge all the layers together. And here's where the fun part begins. You can change these up by clicking that little N button next to the layer selection, and there's all these abilities like multiply blend mode and like color burn or whatever they're called. I honestly don't know how to use them. The only one I know how to use is multiply blend mode, but if you do know how to use it, then great. I'm just using these and checking out and seeing all the colors and how they change. And I just set the wallpaper in settings. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you stick till the end, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!